Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn with me, Alpha by Omega, Turkey and the Turkey Plus submod. So, celebrations and salutations. We have finished the introductory focus tree and now we are free to jump into modern economics and the recovery from the crisis. So the first focus is going to give us downright 100 political power, which we are going to definitely use on good things. No need to wait for anything. Parliamentary limitations are now gone. Alright, I'm not sure that does anything for us, but we're just going to check away. Excavation free is coming soon, which hopefully might boost our extracted amount of fuel and other resources that we're getting, mainly steel, which we're going to, by the way, use to start producing the new version of the command equipment, which would double the requirement for steel that we have here. So all of that steel is actually going to go away very soon. But you know how it is. Kim Dae-jung demands Japanese reparations. Following weeks of antagonistic rhetoric from Seoul and pressure by Korean activist, Kim Dae-jung has called upon Japan to pay reparations to survivors of Japanese war crimes committed during the Second World War. Japan, which maintains that the matter was settled between the governments and that of South Korea during the rule between its government and that of South Korea during the rule of authoritarian strongman Park Chung-hee, has predictably refused to consider paying reparations. While the affair has failed to result in compensation for Korean victims, it has led to strengthening of Kim Dae-jung's political position, with many Koreans rallying around exceedingly emotive national cause. Thank you for the offer, but no, we do not want that. Alright, let's speed the game up. Let the games begin. Productivity progressively increasing. We're gonna lower the interest rate as well, if I'm not mistaken, in the first step. Yep. Tax revenue is gonna increase significantly, so will productivity. And the economic belt. These ones are actually not mandatory for us for now. So I think we're gonna just go through these ones to end the economic sickness and end of the economic belt. And maybe even the budgetary planning. And then we can backtrack to the other ones. Allocate resources to get them. And the political power is a constant issue. But once we get rid of the Turkish economic sickness, it's gonna get way better. And I think stability is also... and the police state is screwing with us a little bit. That one is actually an extremely high burden on us. Yeah, but the mafia is gonna be done soon. Even without us actually doing any arrests. Below 5, so we just need to do this a couple more times and we'll be done. What the hell just lowered our stability this much? Weren't we at 40? And it just went down like there's no tomorrow. A proposal of sorts. Education cost multiplier lowered, but we can increase corruption. Nope, I hate these ones. I hate these ones. 4 days for the excavation to be done. And after that one, we are going with the self-replicated 3D printer. The energy is also increasing. We're building 2 more here. This is gonna be really nice. PKK launched an attack yet again. And excavation free. Did we get? We did get extra Nice. So fuel consumption is just increasing, and we are accordingly increasing our excavation. Alright, so the self-replicated 3D printer. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. Go with this one. We need to get these ones off the ground to start lowering the demands for population. Neural network revival. Neural networking has been around since the later 19th century as a theory of utilizing the brain's processing power to enhance humanity. We should revive this idea in order to better our computers and our quest for artificial intelligence. So that's gonna take a while, but Edge is gonna be done. Edge is gonna be turned into the UMTS, and Iranian aggression. Advanced computing is gonna be turned into these self-replicated 3D printers. Yeah, we're going well. We're going the right way. Iranian aggression. What the hell is Iran aggressive about? Chinese CNPC. Man, they have significantly reworked the tree for Iran as well. Oh, the hell is that still? Yeah, for development plan, embracing the open market. No, actually, that's not it. That was. Or did I had a submod for that? Ditching the 5-year model. Realized prosperity. Iran first. Huh, I'm not sure. I think the tree was completely different back then when I was playing it. A lot of changes. We haven't really had any protests here in a while. Thank God. Democratic outlook. Stable state, yeah, like the stability of the state is really bad. There's no way around it. Challenge our enemies. Our neighbors are usually hostile to us and try to do everything they can to bring us down. Secure the Aegean island. Border conflict in phrase. Restart the war in Cyprus. Destroy Kurdish movements. Encircle Armenia. The Xinjiang Special Administrative Region is established. Following a positive reaction to the Xinjiang Autonomous Region, the recent liberalization and the declassification of the Eastern Turkestan Islamic Party, the Chinese leadership has decided to replace Xinjiang's Autonomous Region status with the Special Administrative Region. This change in status is accompanied by a large degree of self-rule. And lost more stability, and more terrorists are joining, or more people are joining the terrorist groups, to be precise. Modern economics. Office sector, nope. The death of King Fahd. Saudi Arabia, along with a sizable proportion of the Muslim world, is in mourning today as the ailing King Fahd finally succumbed to a decade-long illness following a stroke in 1995. King Fahd has been hailed by Arab and Western leaders alike as a visionary leader. His rule saw Saudi Arabia grow closer to the United States in an effort to undermine Al-Qaeda, a group which has quickly become the most significant domestic threat to the Saudi monarchy. Crown Prince Abdullah, who has been de facto ruler since King Fahd's stroke, has now been crowned King Abdullah bin Abdul Aziz of Saudi Arabia and is pledged to continue his half-brother's modernization efforts. Alright, we're almost below 600 billion in debt. That is amazing. It's gonna be less and less important as we're gonna lower the the interest rate, because if it fell just by 2 points, we're basically gonna pay only 0.2 billion, and I can just completely forget about it at that point and just accumulate money and start investing. Instead, productivity is at 800. Yeah, we're gaining on the world. Okay, modern economics are done. And here we go with the first step towards recovery. Financial relief campaign. Gains concept of financial relief campaign, which will give us tax revenue plus 5%, lower interest rate by 1, and corporate tax revenue increased by 5% for 365 days. And we modified the Turkish economic sickness by stability increase, construction speed increase, cap and efficiency growth of production, factory output, all of those 5%. Tax revenue increased by 5% and monthly productivity growth by 0.02, which I believe is effectively a quarter of the penalties it's giving us. Again, why can't you just let me breathe? East Asia Summit. Macedonia declared war on Macedonia. Bulgaria declared war on Macedonia. What the hell is going on? So there seems to be okay, the nationalists from Macedonia and Bulgaria are fighting the Western out of Macedonia. I don't really give them much of a chance to do anything. East Asia Summit. The 18th East Asia Summit, EAS, convened virtually today, bringing together leaders from 18 member countries to discuss pressing regional challenges and enhance cooperation in the East Asia region. Hosted by Singapore, the summit served as a platform for open dialogue and collaboration, aiming to foster peace, stability, and prosperity in the region. Nope. The EAS saw participation from leaders representing the ASEAN member states, along with Australia, China, India, Japan, New Zealand, South Korea, Russia, and the United States. This diverse and inclusive gathering reflects the summit's commitment to inclusive regional engagement and dialogue. During the summit, leaders engaged in candid discussions on a wide range of issues, including economic recovery in the post-pandemic era, climate change, okay, this is an event out of order, and adaptation strategy. Oh, they might be actually talking about the swine flu or something. Maritime security, counterterrorism efforts, and measures to combat transnational crime. Additionally, the leaders addressed geopolitical challenges and emphasized the importance of upholding international law. Cool. Okay, we can conduct anti-mafia operations. How's Cyprus doing? China attempts to break through the first island chain. If the blockade of the first island chain cannot be broken, the Chinese Navy will not be able to enter and exit the Pacific Ocean normally, and it will be impossible to protect China's global interests. At the same time, there is also a 1,000-year-old hatred between China and Japan. Can the Pacific Defense Line of the United States and its vassal states contain the rising China? Fate will give us the answer. Well, we shall see. Oasis drug cargo. Let's try to get rid of that. Bahrain Petroleum Company IPO. Alright. We're below 600 billion in debt now. GDP ratio 27.2. Suspected 10, man. We're really lucky recently. We didn't have a single fail. Formation of Turkic Council. Sure, that lowers our political power even further, but we'll do it nonetheless. How's the research? 28 days to get edge. Nope, declining. Advanced computing, so we're gonna get extra 10%. We're actually already at 12%. research bonus, so we overcame the entire elite difficulty penalty and the GDP per capita penalty that we're having now. Actually, I just realized that we're investing a lot of political power into these components, which is not exactly worth it. I'm gonna have to stop that. Once we final... I mean, they're gaining experience. So it's not like I'm wasting it, but it is a significant amount of political power that we could be using. So I'll stop doing that from now on. Hey, GDP per capita is now 30. Does that give us another... Yes, it does. Upgrade lab equipment. How long does it take to get that? 88 days. All right. Israel-Turkey free trade agreement. Israel is offering us a free trade agreement. We will have priority to export and import from them. I don't think there is any issue to not sign it. The Armenia-Belarus free trade agreement. Sure. The Israel-Turkey free trade agreement. Sure. Fuel is getting better. I can actually purchase more fuel. Yeah, it wouldn't work this way. We need to take down the energy demands and improve our production. Office sector, no, not really. Because we have only 2 more will be built. And I believe you might already be out of... Yeah, unemployment is 1.9% now. So it's really not working well for us. Speaking of which, can I get rid of you? Yes, we finished one of those factories. Actually, if I would have to lease 3. Which is what, 4? No, 0.7. But I mean, alright, let's actually invest into that. We're starting to get too much money for our own good, so we can start investing it into something. Alright, here we go. The relief is finally here. And we finished edge. Alright, so we already have this one. Minimal local coding subsidies. Yes, okay, well, those are the austerity programs. We knew we would want to launch them. So Edge is done. Now the UMTS, Universal Mobile Telecommunication System. UMTS is a 3rd generation of mobile cellular system from networks based on the GSM standard. Developed and maintained by the 3GPP, UMTS is a component of the IMT 2000 standard. It specifies a complete network system which includes the radio access network, core network, and the authentication of users via SIM. This system requires greater installation of base stations in new frequency allocations. Alright. But we are getting better. Currently protected 806 compared to 799. Yeah. Allocate all resources they need. And what you counted? Yeah, this is just ridiculous. Mafia influenced decreased by 1. How low are we? 6. Alright, so the next anti-mafia operation will, I guess, reveal what we can do to lower their influence, or actually remove them completely, because that's actually going to be a huge No, it was like it was 1/5 of the penalty that we're getting. Where is here? This war on Turkish mafia. That actually increases stability, but increases Turkish mafia weakened. Yeah, it's still not worth it. Ecological troubles. Step by step to the European Union. Oh, and Syrian election non-aligned outlook re-elected. In order for relations with Europe to continue well and join the European Union, we have implemented regulations in the Constitution by implementing European compliance laws. We hope that we can enter the European Union to continue to rise economically. So +7 stability, but we lost a lot of political power, and ecological troubles are also going to hurt us. Turkey has recently been in industrialization. Industrialization has started to increase the carbon level in the country, which has brought ecologically minded people into the world. We need to take care of them to prevent problems that may occur. And Turkey joins Copenhagen criteria. Turkey in the recent years, Turkey in recent years, governments have adopted the constitution and it has made very extensive changes and innovations in the law. And this change has put innovations into effect. Finally, the customs union agreement for Europe, 10 new countries has been added to the union. Copenhagen, from the point of view of Turkey, despite the fact that its political criteria come to the fore, the implementation of the Copenhagen economic criteria and adoption of the laws is important. Jesus Christ, this text is awful. But you get the point. We joined the Copenhagen Agreement. Okay, interest rate is now on 3%. We have just finished another power plant. Total consumption is increasing though slightly, and we are bleeding fuel again, but at a rate that is absolutely manageable for everyone involved, including us. Alright, advanced computing. Okay, here we go with the equipment that we wanted. And once we're gonna be done with you, we can actually move right up ahead. A better gun as well. So let's go with the better guns. Other elections, emerging outlook. Alright. So we had the Hecker and Koch 33E, and now we have Hecker and Koch 33E Picatinny. How big is the improvement? Significant, actually. Alright, and no one is gonna pay for this because we really needed political power, and I've been squandering it. And you guys actually switch from that to you. Yes, we have you over here. And now we're gonna get ergonomics. Okay, we could go with communication devices and ergonomics. Cover rate and organization. You guys will be removed. You guys are the improved variant. And we'll put you here into production. So 1.82 per day, which is not great, as we need to improve 7,226 of them. But yeah, that's the economic crisis for you. And they caused a lot of fuel. Mafia heist. And actually, I don't actually like have an issue with the money. I feel like we needed these ones to do the arrest and actually have it done. The Central African Republic Bush War. Limited fighting in the Central African Republic has broken out amongst the Central African Republic and the Union of Democratic Force for Unity in the north of the country. The fighting has remained relatively low level and isolated to small pockets of resistance, with other rebel groups including the APRD, GAPLC, MLCI, and FDC, and the UFR ally vying to control over the local villages and towns. And Armenia-Kazakhstan free trade agreement. Macedonia was the next. Alright, so we got you now, which will allow me to... I'll go with the self-replicating 3D printers. Self-replicating 3D printers are designed to assist in producing and expanding production forwards. Okay, repay a little bit of the debt. Yeah, wow. We're actually getting... Okay, network infrastructure I'll take. We're actually just swimming in cash now. Which, I mean, fair enough, we can just repay all the debt that we can because we are gonna work our way through this. All the way to the end of the economic belt and the budgetary planning. So 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 70. So 100, 200, 320 days, so about a year before we are done. Central African War. Well, not much we can do with that, but to wish them luck in their endeavors. The Bush War escalates. Recent French involvement in the Central African Republic has spurred more of the populace of the Republic to join the various rebel groups against the government. The fighting has now reached a much wilder crescendo as the rebel forces have banded together in a loose coalition to topple the government of the Rand Longonde. Many people have already been displaced by the escalations. The Bush War is now in full swing. Alright. So we finished this. Now the new rational policies. Did that actually changed? Oh! Oh, holy hell, that actually took away our chance to kill the mafia, maybe. Oh, that's bad. I did not realize that. I should have waited with that. Well, tiny military spending. Add minimum police funding. Yeah, I missed that. Basic support for primary. Place minimal tiny military. Basic police and security. Network infrastructure. Sure. Sure. Oh wow, and we already finished with the upgrades? Really? All of them? Damn, alright. Well, I guess time has come to upgrade our submarines. And then we are done with the Navy and we have to start building. So you're Type 209, right? Where's the Type 209? Nowhere. Let's go into 2006 Type 2 class refit. I'll just have you guys fixed. I think we have you guys focused on submarines at all, so we'll use you. Submarine production. Yeah, let's use you. Sub-stealth. Actually, I think we can go with this and maybe produce some new subs while we're waiting for the inevitable influx of good resources that will allow us to do something. Sure, Israel Turkey military cooperation. Oh, minus 326. Might as well embrace the pain. Are you kidding me? Are we getting 11 billion? Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, we cut the education and everything, which means we are just... Oh, the austerity measures, alright. Did we also cut you? Yes, we did. Alright, so we have no spending. That's why we are bleeding out political power everywhere, left and right. Well, let's see how deep we can get, because this is gonna be crazy. Alright, well, but other than that, we are doing good. At least it wasn't us who got killed over there. When are we getting that research slot? Oh, we just got it, didn't we? Yeah. Quiet struggle for dominance. Reports are being to emerge about attempts by the civilian government of Myanmar to undermine the political influence of the country's military. Well, that's interesting. They are vying for power. Okay, we actually... Alright, we can't actually do anything here if we want. So I have a feeling I'm going to actually assign you to the Navy too. Submarine attack hull, anti-vessel missiles, torpedoes. No, let's actually go with the submarine. Okay with that. Nobody's gonna pay for that. Because we're already too short on everything. Let alone doing nonsense like this. Alright, now it somehow fixed itself. I'm not sure. Corporate income is crashing. Unemployment rate is 0. I don't know why that happened. Bunch of counter attack. Infrastructure. I'll take infrastructure. Yeah, but still, you know, we're doing good. We have to be happy with what we have. Total consumption has just nosedived. Wait, is it the... We haven't... Oh yeah, we have... Wow, what is going on? What the hell happened? Why did our microfuel strikes? When did the strikes come? Is it because of here? I think it might be. Alright, well, this is a problem. We don't have police or anything to do with it either. Okay, but I actually wanted to check. Oh! Something is going on. The demands went down. Wow, we dropped to 8.6. Jesus Christ. Now let me see, before we end this episode, which we will now, I just want to see what the choices about the environment are. I'm gonna get another dam in 3 days. Ah, here they are. Nations with ecological minds. Plant new trees. Renewable projects. Settle the green streets. Carbon tax on factories. Street animal and street law. That one looks nice, but shut down the fossil power plants. Oh, that's not what we're gonna do. And recovery from strikes. So it's the unions that started striking. Okay. But why? Missions with Union 62. I can't really increase it. I don't have any political power, so... Alright, well, that's not good. We'll see what's gonna happen. They might be affected by this, to be quite honest, so I really don't think we have much more. Or add union deals. Or could this be the economic? Wait. Turkey launches austerity program to reorganize the national budget. It would make sense that this would lead to strikes. And then the union deals would fix it, improve the unions. End of the economic sickness. And then end of the economic belt. And budgetary planning. We'll see. Alright, anyway, something's happening. We'll see how we can handle it. See you guys next time.